Hey, how you doing?
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the social worker.
Danny, nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Danny. And welcome in.
Yes.
So, Danny, this is my office. This is where you and I would typically meet. Did you have any issues getting here or finding my office or the place?
No, actually, it's really easy for me.
Okay, perfect. That's awesome. So, how are you feeling today, Danny?
Well, I'm very nervous and I have a little anxiety because it's my first time being therapy. So I'm like, nervous a little bit. So, but yeah.
Well, it's a big thing, your
Yeah.
first time in therapy.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
And those emotions are really valid. It's normal to feel, stressed or anxious, especially meeting with a stranger, and you're gonna be opening up, and so that's a nerve-wracking thing, but that's okay. This is a safe space for you to share. I want you to know that. So whatever you talk about with me in here, it's just between us. And if there's ever anything that you want to talk about or any questions that you have, or if you ever feel uncomfortable, I want you to be honest with me. Okay.
Thank you. Yes.
All right. Before we, begin with what brought you in, do you mind if I go over a couple things about our sessions?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, since you haven't been in therapy, you may not be familiar, but you definitely have confidentiality. So everything, like I said, that you and I are going to discuss in here is just between the two of us. And the only time I would share that information is if you gave me, consent to share that. But also, just to let you know that I am a mandated reporter. So if you were to ever share anything about wanting to hurt yourself or wanting to hurt somebody else, and I felt that there was a danger in that, I would be legally obligated to report that to somebody. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Other than that, everything's between you and me.
Cool. Thank you.
And then just to give you an idea of what therapy would look like with me, so you would come in, at a set time each week or however often we meet, and what we're going to do is, explore the problems that you want help with and the things that are causing you, distress in your life. So today I want to, find out a little bit about what's going on, and then from there, if you decide that you'd like to come back in, we would work together as a team, develop a treatment plan, look at what your goals are, and work together to find an intervention that would work for you. Every intervention that we would use in here is going to be evidence-based, and you'll have full consent and knowledge of what it is that I'm using with you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. So with that being said, if you don't mind, do you want to tell me, what brought you in today?
So ever since COVID hit, I lost my job, and then I lost my place, and I actually had to move back to my father's house. Yeah.
Well, there's no shame in that, and I think COVID's hit a lot of people very hard, but that sounds like a very stressful situation.
Thank you. Yeah, definitely, it has been, and the fact that when that happened, I lost my girlfriend too. My girlfriend.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the whole situation.
So you lost your job, and then you also had to move out, and then you also lost your relationship. And
Yes.
how long ago did all of this happen?
About a year ago.
Okay. Have you been able to find another job since then?
Yeah, I did, but the pay is not there for me to be able to move back out, and it really just added more stress with my relationship as well with that, and I still with my dad, so.
Okay. So you've found a job, but it's not quite back to where you were. So would it be fair to say that, this big life event has caused you to sort of have some issues, with your interpersonal relationships and maybe with your self-esteem as well?
Oh, majorly, yes. Big time. I felt like, what did I do wrong? And I felt like I've been doing nothing right, and as well, I projected so much anger towards my relationship, and I feel that really added on to the whole breaking up thing as well.
Okay. What do you think your goals are for being in therapy?
I would like to be able to walk down the street with my head held high, and be able to find a new job and feel confident of myself, and be able to not project so much, around people around me, because I feel they don't deserve that, and I should be able to control that and figure that out.
Okay. So, do you mind if I ask, when you say with your head held up high, can you explain what that would look like for you, what that would feel like?
Like the weight off my shoulder, like like a weight off my shoulders.
Right.
I feel like I can be able to do anything, conquer anything in the world. That's what I feel.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, if I could break it down for you, your goals are to get to a better place in your self-esteem, work on your relationships, and get possibly back to where you were before COVID and the job loss initially.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Well, those are really attainable and really good goals, I think. And you definitely came to the right place. I feel that those are things that I can help you with, that we can work together on. And I'm curious, have you heard of cognitive behavior therapy before?
No, I don't think so, no.
Okay. I can definitely go over that with you kind of briefly, but essentially what that is it's something that was created by a guy named Aaron Beck, probably in the 1960s. And it was originally created for depression, but it's been found to be very helpful with a lot of things that people deal with, and a lot of psychological issues people deal with, depression, anxiety, as well as others. And what it does is it sort of looks at how your thoughts and your thinking affects how you feel, and that also affects how you behave. So it's a type of psychotherapy. It is evidence-based, like I said, and it is continuously researched, so they're still finding other things, they're still testing that. And what I would do if we were to use this intervention is we would look at how your thinking patterns and possible negative or maladaptive thinking patterns are leading to different emotions, which are leading to these sort of recurrent behavior patterns. And in that, try to help you get a grasp on that and be in control of your thoughts and your emotions to help you feel better and have this sense of self-esteem raised and get you back to feeling positive about yourself. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it really does.
Okay. And if we were to decide to use this intervention together, we would assess how you're doing and if it's working as well throughout our time together. And it kind of looks like, so you and I would work on those things in session together, but then I would also probably give you homework to take home and do in between sessions, and then bring that back in so that we can work from there.
Okay.
Is that something you'd be okay with?
I think so, yeah. Definitely want to try
awesome.
it.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you're very open.
Yeah.
I want us to be able to work together, so that's great.
Yeah.
And do you have any questions about any of what I just said?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay. Can I ask how you're feeling now?
The anxiety situation?
Yeah, how are you feeling about your...
I think it's gone. I think it's not there anymore.
So you're feeling not as anxious?
I feel a lot better about coming in here.
Well, with everything you just talked to me about, it sounds like, coming in and doing this, especially it being your first time, was just like a very big step for you. So,
yeah, majorly big step, yes.
Well, give yourself credit for that, and it's a big thing to come into.
Thank you.
And so if you would like to meet again, we can schedule an appointment now, or you're welcome to give us a call and we can set something up in the future. Whatever you like, whatever you're comfortable with.
I'm thinking next week. Honestly, at the same time, same day. Is that good?
Yeah, this actually is a great time. So I can go ahead and get that scheduled, and if you needed to change it at all, or if you had any need to cancel, just give us 24-hour notice if possible.
Okay.
And do you have any other questions about?
No, I feel like I'm good, honestly.
Okay, well, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, definitely.
I look forward to working with you.
Thank you so much.
If you do have any questions, feel free to give us a call in between now and next week, okay?
Thank you. Hey, thank you.
All right, Danny, take care. Have a
Have
good week.
one. You too.